Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be making a delicious chicken casserole, so stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, so first up you're going to need one medium onion and you're going to dice it. You're also going to need 2 cups of brown rice, 2 big tablespoons of garlic, 3 chicken breasts, and then you want to make sure you trim them so that the fat is gone. You're going to need 1 pound of mushroom and also a pint of cherry tomatoes. Get the medley so that you have all kinds of different flavors. Chop those in half as well. 1 pound bag of cooking spinach. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start with your chicken breasts. You're going to get them in your bowl, and then you're going to start adding your seasonings. So with seasonings, it's super important. Number 1, don't be scared to try new things, and also it's going to be based on your taste preference. If you like a lot of seasonings, use a lot. My family does, so we use a lot of seasoning. We love peppers, so we use a lot of crushed pepper. So don't be afraid to figure out how much of each seasoning you like. Now with the sea salt, be careful, do not use a lot. It goes a long way. Cannot stress this enough. If you use too much, you're going to end up with a buttload of salt in your food, and that is not something anybody likes. Now, we love parsley in this house, and I usually get flustered, can't get it out quick enough, so what can I say? We love parsley. Now, if you don't have fresh basil, you can totally use dried basil. I didn't have any fresh basil this day, so we just went ahead and used the dry basil, and it works just as well. So your last seasoning you're going to add is going to be your garlic powder. And then you're going to grab your olive oil and you're going to add about 3 tablespoons. You want to put enough in there so that it can coat the chicken and give a good binder for all those seasonings to stick to your meat. Time to wash the hands. Make sure when you're working with meat, another tip, always have separate cutting boards for meat and veggies. So next up, we're going to go ahead and start our rice. Cook your rice according to package directions. I do use chicken broth for our brown rice. It just gives it so much more flavor. It's not as bland. So you're going to go ahead and cook according to the rice instructions, but we do use olive oil. I also add onion powder. I add fresh peppercorn, and then sea salt again, garlic powder, and sadly this one took the last of my chives, so gonna have to make another trip to the grocery store. Okay, now you want to marinate the meat for 20 minutes. Gives it enough time to let those flavors sink in. With starting out in the skillet, you're going to be doing it on high heat, and you want it to get a really good nice saute on these onions and garlic. So you're going to start with these 2 and then just give it a good stir. Let it cook down until they are sauteed. They start to turn color, so you'll know when they start to get translucent and turn brown. We also add fresh ground black pepper as well. Then just give it all a stir and turn your skillet down to medium heat. This way your onions and your garlic don't burn. So we're going to add our mushrooms right now. Go ahead and just give it a good stir. And then you're going to be going back and forth between your rice and your chicken and veggies. So go ahead and add your rice, give it a good stir, turn your heat down to simmer, and then again you're going to cook according to your package directions. With the mushroom mix now, we're going to just push everything to the side so that we can add some more olive oil and get our chicken going in the skillet. So you're just going to add a couple teaspoons of oil, make sure it's turned back up on high, get that chicken down, and you're just going to hear a really good sizzle, and that's when you know that you have your heat set at the correct temperature. So go ahead and just get those browned really well on the first side. Don't forget to add more black pepper to your mushrooms, and you're going to let this saute It's going to take about 4 minutes on each side, and then you're going to go ahead and flip your chicken and get your other side nice and crispy and brown. You can see the color. This is what you want to go for. So next you're going to take your bag of spinach and you're going to hold back about 2 handfuls for your rice and then put the rest in your skillet. Just kind of push it down, cover it. Spinach is one of these things that you can have a ton to start with and it's going to cook down very quickly. So you do want to use a whole lot more spinach than what you want in your finished product. So once you add the spinach to your rice, just go ahead and cover it. Same thing with the skillet, but we're also going to add the cherry tomatoes right now. Give everything a really good toss so that all of those flavors can get together. Now at this point, we're going to turn our heat back down to medium and we're going to put the mushrooms and the onions and tomatoes and garlic on top of the chicken. And this is going to help it stay nice and moist and cook at a great temperature. So after cooking on that side for about 10 minutes, you're going to go back and just flip your chicken breast. Go ahead and put the toppings back on top and give everything a good stir. And then you're just going to cover it back up again and cook it for about another 10 minutes. And you can just see that nice bubbling, simmering goodness coming through your screen. Go ahead and pull your chicken breasts out and then we're going to let them rest for about 5 minutes. At this point, you're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter to your skillet. Then we're going to go back to the chicken and we're going to dice it up so that we can add it back to our skillet mixture. Go ahead and give your rice a quick stir and then recover and let it finish cooking. Now once you've diced up all of your tomatoes after it's rested, go ahead and get it back in your skillet along with your rice and just give it a nice good stir and then let it cook for about another 5 minutes, and this is the end product. It looked and tasted so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Thanks so much for watching and we will see you next time.